Aloha, heavenly creator being, glorious one. Welcome, welcome to our behind the scenes, what's been going on in the Bliss Factory, an update, connection time with you, a moment where we may pause and connect with the higher realms, the galactic realms, with your cosmic nature, the star seed light within you. And I really want to wish you a Merry Blissmas and a happiest new rebirth. Your ascension is happening. Our ascension is happening. So at this time, we invite you to notice how you are being nourished by higher light, more radiance within you, more spirit, more soul, and to really focus in on the creation and manifestation of the endless miracles and the endless magic of your body temple being charged up with endless nutrient and endless power. It is the water body of you. You are a glorious water baby. You are mostly water here and mostly water all around you, or we could call it plasma. And that living state of light, the plasma state, is also from our sun and our multiple great central suns. So right now, this is the season to tap in and connect deeper with that golden light inside of your water body and become a water whisperer. Become one who blesses your body temple and loves this body temple, becomes present, the present, with presence to your body temple, this glorious instrument that you've been blessed to manifest the dream life, to manifest miracles from. So we could be just energy bodies, and yes, we are vibration, energy, frequency, we are light and sound, we are music, sheer music. The cells were designed to sing, that's their main job. And that goes for all living things, all inanimate and animate objects, all are vibration. They're all singing. And how I experience it in the world of bliss and the body self-regulating in the parasympathetic state, and with those bliss molecules flying around, dancing around, just oozing in the nectar of ecstasy with the anandamide, the DMT, the serotonin, dopamine flowing and gushing and amping the body temple, is the life force that is in these inanimate, what appears solid things around us, to connect in with them because they're part of the living water around us. They're part of plasma. And so if we become an incredible water whisperer or plasma whisperer, one who connects and speaks to what is solid and what is non-solid, this is how we bend reality. It's how we move water, and it's how we manifest more miracles from a place of effortlessness in creation, a place of non-attachment, a place of non-duality, because there isn't a duality in water. There is just simply singularity. Sing, to SING, sing. Your body in its alignment. From the core of the brain would be your innocence, the pure mind, the dolphin frequency of joy, complex creativity, complex high intelligence, to the diamond of your heart, which would be vulnerability, which would be an open heart, which would be one who is deeply immersed in love. And then one at the root as transparency. The root diamond, the sexual area, the sexual root, the one, the primordial, primal animal body, is in its transparency, is connected with vulnerability and innocence. Without being the connection to the heart and the brain, we can't fully align, necessarily fully align through our central channel and the sacred sites of our vertebrae and the music of our spine to fully express. If our energy at the root is not in full transparency, meaning our sexual energy just free to flow in its sensuality, in its innocence, we aren't always fully aligned with our manifestation abilities. And not only that, most importantly, is with our, got a little something there, when we self-regulate, we are supporting body health. We're saying, okay, I'm going to use the transparency from my root and that primordial primal energy connected with Kundalini energy, the wings at the back, your Kundalini golden wings, your serpent dragon wings, to come up through that beautiful open heart space that is just true, pure love, non-attached love. It is a present. You are present in your presence with yourself. It is like a state of samadhi. It is just being so much the witness to what the little one inside, the little inner being, the child within you that's always there, what he or she needs from you, not sourcing it outside of ourselves from other people, material objects or things, even events actually, but even though we can get satisfaction from those things, the greatest satisfaction is having it from within first and then making those connections. At the same time, experiencing this field around us as living water, as alive, as a plasma being, awake and aware. And over this past couple of years, I've called it the golden deity. So we can, or the musical mothership, we can call water, the living water around us, whatever we want. It's just mostly, most important part is having the awareness that you are a water whisperer, with every thought, every word you speak is moving the waters. It's creating flow or non-flow, depending on what our thoughts are doing. Are they negative? Are they heavy? Are they projecting? Are they attacking another? Think with thought or vocally, or are they positive? Are they light? Are they sending out sacred flowing geometry, endless flowing colors, extraordinary geometry that reshapes the water, that reshapes your soul's message, your soul's music? And this is leading into two things. I also want to give you, like I said, update you on what's going on in the Bliss Factory and what this year has been like and what we are offering coming up into this new magical rebirth year, the year of the dragon, the year of fire and water blending and mixing with earth and air and ether so powerfully on a whole next level than we've ever had or done before. So the other night, in my samadhi state of just silence and contemplation and presence to the beloved source creator within, I had an experience of a plasma being. And at first I thought it might have been a LYRAN, because it was this liquidy, watery, whitish looking being. It was so cute. How to explain a combo of an Ewok meets a Yeti meets an angel, and I'd never seen one before like that. And in my world, when I have flash impressions, it is like a little bit of an it's real. This being was very real. It would be like an ET landing in your room and you have a little moment with it, a little conversation. So this sweet being, and it was so delicate and absolutely extraordinary, made this incredible cat-like sound. And the cat-like sound was something like this. was very sweet, and I lit up, and I was so deeply enamored and in love with this extraordinary. What I found out the day after was that it was a plasma being. It was the elementals of water itself that came to give me some love, came to have a little word with me. So a little meow, a little, I'm not saying it was a cat, or it felt a bit cat-like in that meow. And if we think about a cat purring, how beautiful and healing having a cat cuddling you on your chest, your belly, or right, by your head, or even near you. That purring has such a frequency of love, and it bathes us with that love, and it supports our cells. So it was that feeling, it was purring. And then the next day, I really had, like I said, hadn't seen one like that before, and I felt like it was giving me a message to share with you about plasma beings. And then this beautiful Hawaiian man on a video was sent by a dear friend I watched, and he, as a deep Hawaiian soul, on that video shared about plasma beings that the Hawaiian people always spoke with. They got a lot of their guidance, their support, their navigation from these plasma beings that come from the prime water. Underneath all of our oceans on this earth, underneath all bodies of water, we have plasma prime water that is infinite, endless prime water, which I love to associate with Amrita, with the gushing waters of the feminine body temple, the fountain of eternal ecstasy. So I love this because when we connect in with that fountain, we know that we are always, always going to have endless pure water and endless nutrient. So it's this great blessing and gift from this plasma being to share this with you, to remember who you are as a water baby. Remember who you are as one who swims in water vapor all the time. You're breathing it. To be connected and one with the whale and dolphin families of light and sound who are constantly singing, pinging, and ringing our musical mothership to serve our ascension into our presence. Yes. So where is the second thing this is taking me to is, over the last couple of years, I've seen a lot of talk on narcissism and videos on how to spot a narcissist and what to do and how to handle it, and the polarity of the victim sounding mentality to the one who is the villain. And so I've spent a lot of time this year really going deep inside of my Atlantean keys of creation, the innocence, vulnerability, and transparency, to find out, well, where may I still have pirates working? Where I still have unresolved trauma? How is my brain operating? Am I still projecting? Am I still attaching to outer things instead of going deep within to that presence? So, of course, I looked up what narcissism means, and deep down it means self-love. So what I've noticed is there's a lot of shaming going on out there for people who actually have a good level of self-love, which I would say is self-awareness. And I've really tossed this one around because I certainly don't want to come across like ego-based, narcissistic loving. But how do we know the difference? How do we know? So this is just what I've come to realize in a simple form, because primary narcissism is a term having to do with when we were babies, all we knew was to be self-aware, mostly. Like we knew we needed to breastfeed, we knew we needed some nourishment somehow. But the ultimate state of a beautiful baby in its innocence and its sensuality, because it's awakening to its senses, it's becoming central with the world around it, and it is self-loving. So primary narcissism is a state of this self-love, which I now am coining or want you to get. It's about self-presence. So presencing within and becoming the one who observes and who becomes the witness, who is looking at where am I not present? Where am I projecting thoughts or attachments? Just like Obo, our loving, powerful octopus, black octopus persona. I love octopus. They're one of the most sensitive, sentient beings, and may they all be forever protected. But if Obo got traumatized himself, and there's 8 legs and a big head with one all-seeing eye and a sharp tooth, and there's ink in there, and there's the Obo red beady eyes, there's 9 brains and 3 hearts with that octopus trying to operate and function and connect out to try and find that love and satisfaction, instead of turning within and making it about being the gift to the self. So going back to that little baby self, the one who was so pure and innocent, it was in primary narcissism and pure love. And to be coming now as an adult, it is possible as an adult to present that way, to be that way, and then share that with others, that state of presence within. The opposite is secondary narcissism, which creates or is and has a pathology to it, pathological behavior. And it's sort of sneaky, right? And that's why I call it a pirate, or we can call it the trauma body, the vibration of unresolved, incoherent vibrations that causes the brain to behave in a certain way that isn't in alignment with the parasympathetic nervous system, with the bliss molecules, with the proper functioning of the brain waves, and the brain organized in such a way that it can create and manifest things powerfully and with great clarity and creativity. Great, I want to say, focus. So dialed in, zeroed in on what the goals are, what the dreams are, and then making that follow through. So I never wanted to judge or project towards someone who may be appearing as a primary narcissism. Oh gosh. On 1 sec, we're going to pause this for a moment. Just a little break in the action. We had a little humor moment. So that sound was this video of a corgi dog with a mermaid tail on, shaking his tail. So it looked like a little mermaid doggy. It was really cute. Back to the glorious narcissism topic is that way of being where it becomes, like I said, a pathology, where the brain is not in its happy place. It's not in alignment also with the central channel. So then we do things, operate in relationships, in our daily activities. It could lead into the pain body. It could lead into habits, unhealthy habits, dangerous habits, addictions. And then it also affects relationships with people, because the person receiving or experiencing, the one who may be having unresolved trauma that is resulting in a pathology that creates secondary narcissism, is dealing with actually not seeing the unresolved trauma that's there. And pathologies are completely reversible when the brain recovers and the body recovers. So I do my best to, when I experience those, or when I see this out in the world, and when I have to look inside of myself to make sure I'm not operating from a pathology myself, is I dive into that compassion state. We got to continue to, if we're going to be creating this peace on earth, this heaven on earth, if that is our wish and desire among all of the shadow and light that we're surrounded by, and we become those water whisperers, and we start to whisper positivity to even someone who we see is suffering and struggling. And instead of even labeling them as a narcissist or primary or secondary, none of that, what can we do to support them to have that self-love, to go back to their innocence, to go back to that little innocent baby within, the memories there, how they functioned, how they operated, whether that they had a wonderful childhood or a very traumatizing childhood. We can go back in time and get to their original divine blueprint that helps them fill out their experience, fill it out, build a new, regrow, basically, rebirth, resurrect, regenerate from what seemed limitation or limiting, to filling out their body temple, filling out their field, filling out their dream body, light body. And that's because if we are choosing, if we feel quite healthy and we're choosing to be water whisperers, and we're aware of this plasma around us, and we then want to sing to that child, that inner child of them, we could do a lullaby. Does it mean we have to even use our voice or vocals? No, not necessarily. It just, through proximity, by just you being the present, the gift of you in your presence, in your primary childlike nature, primary narcissism of self-love, knowing by being there, you are in parasympathetic, self-regulating, more light. Than by proximity, you're like a star shining in the sky, transmitting sparkles, transmitting like beams of magic to support them to receive more of that light. It's a way nature intended for us to progress, to ascend, to be lit up here like little angels on this earth. And so, yay, I hope that all made sense, because the next place this is leading me into is the gift of the Len Lotus, and what the LYRAN High Council of Angels have been guiding me and supporting me in creating for you, to help to elevate you in that ascension and in that freedom. Because freedom, if that is one of our main values, which is mine, one of my number one values, is to be free to express spirit, soul through the musical instrument, the body tempo, is to have more scalar energy, more God particles, more angelic particles. Some people call it prana, Hawaiians call it mana, chi, from the Asian realm, to we could call it bliss juice. Like, it's what we choose to say yes to and access more of as we drink it into our body temple, and support our environment, our homes, our work, our businesses, our families. Life force coming from the scalar world, which is spirit. It's DMT, spirit molecules, mixed with adamantine particles. It's mixed with colloids. It's mixed with stardust. All of this connected through the musical mothership, the living, breathing plasma. And these plasma beings, you may even have one enter your home this season of love, to say, yeah, give you a little purr, a little support, a little reminder. Be positive. Stop any complaining. Amplify your light. See the good. Support the good in others. And that's one person at a time, one moment at a time, one animal at a time, one pet, one heart at a time. We make the ripple effect. We, in this gorgeous ocean of devotion, we're making the waves, we're making the ripples. We are one in this ocean. So yes, let it be strong. So I want to back up a little bit before about Len Lotus is about primary narcissism. So recently I hadn't really acknowledged what I had accomplished in 2023. And I was the other day, just recently, well, I was sort of patting myself on the back, actually, which I never take the time to do. It's always busy here in the Bliss Factory, figuring out what I can create to serve, or what spirit is giving me to offer to make that difference. So I just want to share from a place of really like honoring my inner child, say, good job, little girl, way to go, way to continue evolving and manifesting. So some of the highlights of this year that I'm very proud of and want to share with you, and this is how we also know, I feel this is how we also know when we've moved from a pathology or disorganized mental, emotional, physical, spiritual state to more organized, to primary, is we see what we manifest in the outer world. What is our beliefs, attitudes, behaviors, our actions, and then our results. What results are we getting? And if the results line up with our mental goals, something we've written down, what we want to manifest, then we could say we're pretty much on target. We're not so much in pathology or habits that cause us to get distracted. We're in creation mode. So I'm really grateful that I was invited to present at the 37th Annual World Congress on Illumination to share and bring the whale and dolphin families of light and sound and the LYRAN High Council of Angels and the magic there, and touch people from around the world. I was also blessed to really experience a magical way of being at Burning Man, as far as living life from a place of gifting and from the energy of the body temple, this being like simply gifting from love, and then through that gifting without attachment, receiving at the same time. And then a beautiful almost month or over a month in Hawaii, first week on Maui, was very intense. And it was my desire and God's will through my heart, with the whale power, to get there, to assist and support with trauma relief and trauma recovery for beloved Lahaina and the people of Maui. And yay, Maui strong, Lahaina strong. May those beings continue to recover with the strength and support of the aloha spirit, of the plasma beings, of prime water, and of the consciousness of those people on Maui and all the Hawaiian Islands, raising their consciousness to higher freedom, higher love, and support for the original ways, the ancient ways, the true ways of where we connect deep into the relationship and conversations and communication with life itself, with the earth itself, with the Divine Mother, the Holy Mother, and the light from the Divine Father. I was also blessed to spend time on Big Island, Hawaii, helping pick gorgeous, glorious, organic avocados from my beautiful friend's Papalani farm. Thank you, Jewel. And swim with dolphins. So this is kind of what this isn't me, but it's what I felt like swimming with the dolphins. Of course, I didn't touch them, but being a mermaid in the ocean waters is very magical. And remember, though, that we are ocean water. It's all around us. And so focusing and also on minerals, getting more actually sea salt into your body. I take tissue salts as well, one to assist my Chiron and Aries placement, and also to assist my boosting of silica. So boost your silica, your selenium, your biotin, help strengthen the cells to be that much stronger in light. So also being very hopeful and wishing that those students that are in the Brain Bliss Academy, that you're getting benefit from a selection of any of the videos or programs that you're in. So just I'm really proud that I was able to, over the last 12 or 13 years, rebuild my brain and then build the academy online to support you. And there's been about 3 or 4 other programs being added to the academy, and you will see them on the program products and programs on the page on the banner of the website. So there's also the Len Lotus that is being launched now, and I am excited because I want to gift you through the end of December, those who are tuned into this video and those who in the future will tune into this video, and those who are students already in the academy, subscribe, you're in there in your member portal, you're receiving these newsletters because you're in the academy, is one solid 7 days in the Lyran Lotus, which is a galactic, cosmic, stellar, scalar spa, an experience of the Lyran High Council of Angels, high frequency infusions. And it is like a retreat sanctuary where I'm able to instantly connect you there with my connection and presence to the Lyrans. And so this is the other thing I'm excited about, because they've been coaching me and guiding me on this for a few years now. So to launch a school and to launch now what is like a retreat center about 1,000 light years away on Lyra, the highest part of Lyra, closest to the great central sun, is this place for you to experience amplification of scalar energy, scalar spirit energy, bliss juice to support your bones, blood, your quartz crystalline nature, your vocals, your brain waves, your skull, and your rejuvenation, your regenesis, your optimization, your rebirth. Because I don't call myself a healer, I'm simply a reflector and a conductor of your musical body temple from my musical body temple. So this is, some would call it like sonic surgery. So I'm just want to be careful with how I word it to you, but I want you to picture it, just simply picture it. Like if you have physical issues, for example, I have had people in there who had a stroke or a car accident, hit by a car, broken bones, cancers, debilitating, unknown dis-ease, equilibrium issues, pets with a tumor gone within 3 months of being with the Lyran Lotus, to depression, to habits. The list and range is endless for symptomology that has to do with the pathology of being dissociated from primary self-love and primary music, primary self-frequency and self-regulating. So we've seen incredible results. And that's not to say that what these people, where they are at in the world, are also doing things physically, like eating better, drinking more water, getting more minerals in, thinking more positively, using their vocals to release the trauma vibration, tuning into the Academy of Brain Bliss and diving into some programs, to connecting with me one-on-ones, which has happened over this past year as well in a wonderful way with great results. Always very excited about what I see when people experience getting more of this scalar. So we can call it love. We can call it just endless energy from the heavenly realms. And so just simply with thought, what has been going on behind the scenes is me having my own training by the Lyrans within this lotus. So picture it like this living, sensuous, flowing sanctuary, like looks like a living crystalline lotus. It's kind of pearly-escent. It's got a bit of clarity, crystal clarity to it, similar to this beautiful fractal right here, that color. So you're positioned to sit just in the center of that. And the Lyran Lotus has countless space, like endless space to have people in it and animals in it. It is glorious. So this is the launch of the Lyran Lotus. So right now, as you just connecting here with me, hearing this message, you're gifted a week in the Lotus. If you say yes, if you go to an internal, yes, I want this. Yes, I want more galactic, cosmic, stellar energy. I want to move out of this one stratosphere I've been in. I've been very earth-based, and that's awesome. And now I want to blend the two. I want to bring the mystical, the spirit to my body temples. And if you say yes, it will happen instantly. And it will be like you're just in this cosmic bath while you're doing your daily life. You don't have to lift a finger, and it's on 24/7. And I'm honored to be a guide or emissary for this glorious Len Lotus. So we're just amping that up on the website now, but if you love it, you notice you get a perk, you get some juice, you get more energy, or something shifts in your body temple, something shifts in your decision making. You notice, okay, I'm not attracted to that unhealthy habit anymore. And maybe you'll say, wow, maybe it was because I spent a week in the lotus, the Len Lotus. And the Lyrans, remember, they're these tall, exquisite tree-like beings. They're at least, some of them 10, 12, 15 feet tall. They're sensual, acoustic, infinitely loving, compassionate beings who, with their long, slender fingers, have these ultrasonic instruments that what I've used over the years with clients just infuse the crystal nature and matrix of this body to liberate more potency for that recovery and regenesis. So now we're able to do it on a huge scale. So welcome to, I keep wanting to say the word hospital, but it isn't. It's, think of it as an incredible spa retreat, stellar scalar spa retreat. And so say you experience a week of it and you just love it, and all of a sudden you, well, I want more of that. It is going to be available, the Len Lotus. It's going to be available on a monthly basis, $33 a month. And there'll be a link on the website that will assist you just to log in, sign up. And I would recommend just to stick in there for, say, 3 months, 6 months, even a year, to get the most benefit. What I've found with our technology, Brain Bliss, and the Illumina Radiance is that sometimes, yes, we have instant miracles, we have wonderful results, and it's so heartwarming. And then other times when we're retraining the brain and body to behave in different ways, though we're retraining like a wild animal to, which we love wild animals, let's change that. We're retraining the pirate to become a pussycat, basically. If you can imagine with me and use your visual and get into fantasy a little bit with me, but tie it in with true neuroscience and parapsychology, that the pirate is the one that pirates and pillages off your glorious body temple and causes aging, degeneration, causes fear and frustration, causes limitation, causes negativity and complaining to the pussycat. So the pirate takes over the brain, the pussycat lives happily and comfortably purring at the root of your root system and your feet and down in the fertile soil of Mother Earth, and happy right there, happy, just ever replenishing, ever supporting you. So I know I'm jumping around all over the place, but this is what I'm saying. I want you to have that experience of having that sweet pussycat. Like, if you want, it can be black. A black cat, some say they're full of, when a black cat crosses your path, that there's superstition with that it's not a good thing. It could bring back bad luck. Well, I want to say black cat at our feet is good luck. It's actually a blessing. Cats always represent the mystery. And no matter what color the cat is, they represent mystery. And so the black cat of love, the purring cat, the supportive cat, the primal cat would be like Illumina. So she's a sexy, primal, lit up cat. And she's black and she loves humanity. She's part of the Radiance technology, the Brain Bliss Radiance transmissions, and she is the accumulation of the LYRAN High Council of Angels, the Whale and Dolphin families of light and sound, and the Great Central Sun energy. Also with my 432 vocals, they all interweave together to support you. Even as I'm speaking here, I am transmitting, I'm releasing that frequency. So yay, you're getting it. You're getting some yummy goodness. So where are they gonna go with that? Yeah. Let's take a moment. Just breathe in the sky gold. So all the adamantine particles that are endless in nature, all of the beautiful colloids of light and life, and the great central sun energy, fill your body to overflowing, get really present, because all of that builds you, it rebuilds you. All of the stardust it rebuilds you, it youths you, it gives you more energy, focus, and clarity to live your dreams and have your miracles. So Mary Blissmass, thank you for tuning in, and that you get the glorious gift of being in the Len Lotus. If you say yes, a true, authentic yes, as you're listening right now. If you don't, just simply say, no, not for me. That's great. So either way, love, and bliss and blessings. Also excited. I just want to add a couple more things actually coming down the pipe back here in the Bliss Factory. So what is I'm Soul Shine on Neo Networks. Check out the link here. Connect in with LYRAN Gailey and her team with Soul Shine and what we're doing since the solstice all the way into the new beginnings, new rebirth, new year. Get in there and get some gold, get some transmissions. It's free to opt in, and there's a lot of us as guest speakers from around the world offering Soulshine transmissions. So that's here. Also coming up in January is Mermaid Fest, which I'm so honored to be invited to be a part of. And I want to add two more things. Here we go. As another two things coming down the pipe is surfing down the pipe is ta-da, Brain Bliss Practitioner Certification Program. Thanks to the inspiration of some clients recently who want more. So that is going to look like potentially about a 12-month experience, mostly online, Zooming with me, Zooming with the Bliss family and the Lumina Radiance. So you can actually say that you are a practitioner of the Brain Bliss technology, that you get to share it with your clients out there in the world, because I know you want to make a difference. You practitioners out there that have so much skill, knowledge, and training already, and having Brain Bliss as an extra tool in your tool belt, then that will be an honor for me. So this is coming soon. The Brain Bliss Practitioner Certification Program will also include a retreat with me somewhere special, magical, heavenly, glorious. Somewhere probably tropical, and somewhere where there's probably whales and dolphins and extra mermaids and maybe mermen too. So let that settle in. I'll be creating another video for that soon. And I wanted to make one more announcement, and that is I've had many people want to work with me one-on-ones. And because of the way the year has gone over the last few years, it has been very full. And so right now I want to offer, the other thing is that for those who've had heavy trauma and serious brain concussion, multiple concussions, PTSD, I have a rule that I've learned over these many years, and let's say almost basically 3 decades of me disseminating and receiving the medicine from Kahuna Abraham about how to move the aloha breath, the aloha spirit, the aloha energy to start to, move the physical material, right? As a water whisperer myself, into you as a water whisperer to help optimize that brain function. Takes minimum four sessions. So that's a Brain Bliss Gold package, which is not available right now, may come available in the future. There's those of you who have already worked with me, you've had 4 or 8 or 12 sessions, and you want a retune up, or there's those of you who are not dealing with suffering from major brain trauma, concussion, and or PTSD, but one-on-one experience with me, a 1-hour, 1 transmission. And I want to offer 10 of those appointments right now, which if you're listening to this in the future, they're probably taken up, but I hope, in the future, I'll be able to do it again. So is to say that, one of the other things I don't market or advertise is the ability to connect with the ancestral beings, those who are in your lineage who have passed, your past life experience. If you believe in that, there's things that can come through, but mostly, right, we take you to the original light of your DNA to have the regenesis and recovery. The other thing that comes through in these one-on-ones is just the star seed energy, who and what you're connected to, what planet do you mostly resonate with, because that can be really helpful to know what your next moves are, and like help you make sense even of your life and your life journey up to that point. So there's other goodies that can come through in that hour transmission with me with the Bliss family and the Illumina Radiance technology. Yeah, so exciting. So there'll be a link for those first 10 people who want a one-on-one with me. Would love it. I yeah, we'll have a bit of space here moving into the new year. Speaking of the medical musician having its little revamp, rewrite, re-massage, so that will be hopefully launching this spring, and lots of projects on the go. I'll be DJing soon. Well, already doing a little Blissmass concert with my very first playlist and the mixer and all the fun that brings too. So what are you dreaming? What's your goal? What do you want to manifest coming up in this magical new rebirth? Who are you becoming? What is happening with your primary narcissism and or secondary narcissism? Let's not label it, but let's just say it's a dance, and that dance returns back to self-love. When you're in that just self-regulating autonomous state in singularity, just like a baby would be, right? Then what are you dreaming from that place? What are you manifesting? How can we, me and the Bliss family, support you in that? Dive into more of the programs. Email us. We're always available to reply as quickly as we can to help brighten your experience on this glorious planet, Divine Mother Earth. All right, I think I really covered everything that I want to. Is long message here, but hey, like it's been a while since I recorded, and so aloha, mahalo nui loa. From my heart to yours and your loved ones, may you experience the spirit of light, and that it amplifies you and it guides you all the way back home always. Wishing you abundant peace, aloha, prosperity, and endless nourishment from the prime waters. May you even have your very own connection with a prime water being. Start purring your way into more ecstasy and breathe the spirit. Inhale, exhale, peace, enlightenment, love, and ecstasy. Samyatyoy Kim Hotoy Enya Kuuam Weet Iwa Kosoy Ro Man Iwa Kosa Iwa Tsukoyam Enya is Iwa What